Hello everybody. This is an astrological forecast for Cancer for July of 2012. This also applies if you have a Cancer ascendant. First thing to say, my dear Cancerians, is happy birthday. I hope it's a really wonderful, successful, prosperous, joyful year ahead for you. So what's happening this month? Well, the biggest thing that's happening this month is that Mercury goes retrograde again on the 15th until the 7th of August. So it means you just need to be aware of minor irritations connected with travelling. Make sure you allow enough time to get to places, especially if it's an important meeting. Minor communications issues, miscommunications, issues connected with technology are usually affected. Computers, you might find that I would be very careful, anything connected with your security on your computer. Try to make sure you do that before Mercury goes retrograde. So your virus protection, your firewall, whatever it is, your malware, make sure all that's up to date. Make sure you've made notes of all of your passwords, and all, because we're always asked for new passwords, new things. Also make notes of your bank account, important PIN numbers. Make sure you've got them somewhere safe. This is an important thing to do before that Mercury goes retrograde, because Mercury is in your second house of finance. So it's going to be annoyances, if anything, connected with your finances. So try to get any kind of a deal or a financial situation that's important, any important documents signed before Mercury goes retrograde. After it goes retrograde, this is a good time for reevaluating your finances, for looking at where maybe you are overspending, maybe you've overstretched yourself, or maybe you need to look at different ways where your talents are. Maybe you've got some other gifts and talents that you're not fully going after, you're not fully expressing. Maybe there's a course that you need to do in order to qualify in something so that you can then do something that you really enjoy. But this is all coming under question with this Mercury retrograde in your second house of finance. And it's very important that you take that 3-week window to really look at your paperwork, good time to do paperwork and to complete up any financial things that need to be done. With Mercury retrograde, you may need to renegotiate a deal or something that's been going on because the terms of it may need to change. I would say still be careful until August 7th after that before signing anything or going ahead with something that's very, very important to you. Wait, because Mercury retrograde tends to fog our communications processes. Our thought processes are not as quick as when Mercury is direct. So that's the reason I'm saying that to you. The first week of the month, we've got a square from Jupiter in your 12th to Neptune in your 9th house. This is a time to really be generous to people who are less fortunate than you are, but make sure you're not taken in by somebody. Be very discerning about who you decide to help. Don't waste your time either, but certainly a time to help other people. The middle of the month, we've got Jupiter conjunct Venus, which is a wonderful aspect. It's optimistic. It's forward thinking. For you, it's in your 12th house. So for you, you may feel you're going to be looking at your relationships, you're going to be looking at your finances, and you may just feel as though you need some time out, some time alone. A dream may come to you with some information for you to move forward with your finances and particularly in your relationships. But it's a time to really enjoy that solitude, that quiet time. And Cancerians, a lot of you love the quiet time out. This is a lovely time to have it right at the middle of the month. And we've got an opposition the 3rd week of the month between Uranus in your 10th and Mars in your 4th house. So be careful with people in authority. There could be a breakup or a pull between your home life and your career, what it is you want to do. Also a feeling of needing to break out, to be more free, to do what you want to do in your career, and feeling maybe a little held back by maybe family, people at home, parents, whatever it is. You may just feel that bit held back, and You may feel impatient and angry as well, as though, I need some space and I need to break out and do what I want to do. So just be aware of that aspect and try to bring some balance between your home life and your career and your work. And then that aspect isn't likely to be quite so disruptive. Last week of the month, we've got a trine from Saturn in your 4th to Venus in your 12th. So time to reevaluate everything connected with your family, maybe to even look at your ancestry, your past, further back. You may feel a little bit sorry for yourself and even a little bit lonely during this last week of the month, just feeling as though this sometimes Cancerians get into, oh, nobody loves me, nobody cares about me. Try not to get into the thinking of that my relationships are worse than they are, because they're probably not. It's just a time for reevaluating, and it's a trine, so it's a good time for self-reflection and introspection, really thinking about ways in which you can improve your relationships. Against the backdrop, of course, all month we've got this square between Pluto and Uranus from your 7th to your 10th houses. So maybe somebody trying to control you, a little bit getting in your way, possibly some issues with people, as I say, in authority, a boss. You may need to just go into business for yourself and break out and decide to risk the security of a regular paycheck and go for something yourself. Or if you're already in business for yourself, some new breakthroughs, a new direction, a different way of going about things. You may need to revise how you see the business, how you see the direction of your business, and also make sure that you're not being controlled or feeling controlled by somebody else who wants to keep you in the status quo. So there you have it, my dear Cancerians. I wish you a very happy birthday. You might want to have a reading, a solar return chart for what this year holds in store for you personally, for your chart. And I thank those of you who do get in touch with questions and come for readings and make comments and give the thumbs up onto these videos and spread them around. I really appreciate it. Thanks for listening. Have a great month. Bye for now.